Charles Road in Dallas. Call
Hi, Greg. This will be the best show ever, right?
It is the best show ever. Hey, Milton, are you ready for the best show ever?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Check out my cowboy boots. That's right, I'm a cowboy.
And good morning. It is time now this Friday, January 8th, 2016, for the Elder Law Report. Greg McIntyre is here along with Hayden Soloway. And guys, I'll let you take it away here for this. Let's see, this is, I guess, our second show in the new year, right? We were here New Year's Day last week, weren't we?
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year. This is our first New Year show. I don't know, first, second, something like that.
Second show of the new year.
It's the second show of the new year. It's still 2015, right? Because I keep writing it down over and over again. I'm trying to write 2016, but I keep writing my fives, and if you can make a 5 into a 6.
Yeah, kind of looks a little weird, but
it looks a little weird, but it's on every document I've written since January 1st. Okay, and I've gotten a couple right. So, hello, Hayden. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty well.
Hayden's on the phone. You on the phone?
No, I'm actually looking up something. Looking to see what time. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm just looking to see who the Panthers are playing Sunday.
Who are the Panthers playing Sunday?
They have a bye week this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're not playing anybody Sunday.
So I have Sunday free.
They are the top seed in the NFC division. So if they win, it all goes through Carolina. It all goes through Charlotte.
It all goes through Charlotte. And the Panthers are trying to win the Super Bowl.
That's right.
That goes right in line with our topic today and what's going on in my office and everything else. We are trying to win the Super Bowl. Milton, did you know that?
You're trying to win the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl of Elder Law.
The Elder Law Super Bowl.
Elder Law Super Bowl. Here's what we're trying to be the best office that we can be, okay? And the best attorneys that we can be so that we can service and help our clients. That's what we're trying to do, okay? And
it's an ongoing project.
Hey, today is a big show, though. Today's probably the best show that I've ever done. It'll be the best show that I've ever done. Here's why. It's Elder Law Secrets Revealed. It's pull the curtain back, give away the farm. It's stupid what I'm doing today because I'm going to talk about all the secrets that you need to know to protect your hard-earned money and property, okay? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to talk about pre-planning to protect against that long-term care situation. 70% of seniors are going to need some type of long-term care. I want to hammer that home. 70%. That means only 30% are not going to need in-home assisted living or nursing home care. That is a huge deal. That's what a large part of my practice is devoted to fighting against, is losing all your money, spending all your money on nursing home, long-term care, assisted living care, in-home care, when you've already, paid triple the price for your house with interest to the bank, okay, over 30 years. And you already paid taxes, sales tax, income tax, tax, to fund everything, including Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, everything. Probably 45, 50 cents out of the dollar, of every dollar you made during your life. And then, in order to get health care for long-term care, you have to spend all your money down to $2,000 if you're an individual, and allow a lien possibly to be placed on your house and sell any other land that you or your family may have. And then you can access the program that you funded. I'm mad this morning.
Mm-hmm. Are you really mad?
I'm passionate this morning.
Well, and I understand it because one of our goals, we have grown from doing a radio show about elder law to being a show that encompasses compassion and understanding and educating. And one of the hardest things that we have to get across is that people believe that I have my will and I have my durable power of attorney and I have my health care power of attorney and my living will, so I'm all set. I've got everything ready, so when I pass away, my children are going to get these things.
Right.
But there's a point in between the day that you do get run over by a train, that's the way I put it, and today that you have an opportunity to make decisions that can be more impactful to your children and yourself that you don't even know that you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a good day. It's a chance for you to start explaining to people the things that they aren't even aware of that they can do.
Right.
So let's go at it. I want to learn more myself. This is one of the things that's a little more complicated, so I'm excited about hearing more about it.
But I've got my wheel. I got my wheel.
Got your wheel.
You get wheels.
Yeah.
Yes, we get wheels. I got my wheel in place, hey.
Ready the cable guy.
Am I good? I got my wheel.
Sure. That's going to
Is
make sure
that-
all the knickknacks
Is
are
that
taken care
is
of.
that going to make sure everything's in place and passes the way it should? What do you think?
I suppose it can work, but that doesn't mean it will. It won't. It may not accomplish what you want. Which
Why
is
not?
You want. I want to leave my children in my home,
Okay.
and if I get ready to buy a train tomorrow, they're going to get it.
Okay. Yes.
If I live another 20 years and become disabled and unable to care for myself, and I have to go into a long-term care facility or have nursing care at home, that house is very vulnerable. I mean, I have some assets, but at the rate of $50,000 to $70,000 a year in nursing home
Or 100.
expenses.
Or 100,000.
Well,
We had a
I'm
caller.
not going to that
We had a
place.
caller a while back says they were paying over 100,000 a year for care.
Well, there are other expenses too
Yeah.
that come out of that because there are personal things that you would want to buy and want to have. So that runs up too. But that's going to take care of my house in about two years. And
Well, not just your
my
house.
assets-
Well, see, your house is a solid asset. Okay. So that's real estate, right? It's going to spin down your savings.
Well, yeah, but that's going to go
First.
pretty quickly.
So you got Medicare though. Isn't Medicare going to pay for your stay? You have to go to a
Well,
facility.
I know the answer to that. Shall I give the answer?
I'm asking.
Okay.
I'm asking. If you know the
The
answer,
first
you
100
know.
days,
You know
if
everything.
you have a supplemental, your first 100 days are covered because Medicare pays the first 20 days.
Okay.
And the supplemental pays the next 80
What
days.
if you don't have a supplement?
Well, it's 20 days.
A
They-
Medicare
They
supplement,
kick you
okay.
out. I mean,
Or
the hospital-
well, they're going to work with. They're going to work with it.
Yeah, but
They're going to work with it. We're talking about skilled nursing care or rehab, right? Okay, 20 days, and then you're paying out of pocket. If you got a supplement, they're paying for another 80 days, 100 days total, right?
that's it.
Then who pays?
Comes first out of your bank account.
So out of your bank
Your
account.
tangible assets, your available money, and then
Do you think 50 to 100,000 a year would get rid of a lot of people's bank accounts?
Yeah.
And retirement
very,
savings?
very easily. I mean, people don't save as much as my parents' generation did. I expect people who are having their parents pass away in this day and time may be receiving a little bit more than.
Do you know how
our
stupid I am
generation.
right now?
Are you stupid?
Yes. I'm just giving away all kind of ridiculous secrets, okay, that people don't know, and I should be charging for legal fees.
That's true. And but you.
Do you know how
do that.
stupid I am right now? Just giving away free advice.
Man, I use the word compassionate.
You don't like me to say the word
No,
stupid.
I don't like to use
I'll
the
stop
word.
that.
I know you care. I see
I do
how you
care.
relate to the people who come to seminars.
I very much do.
The seniors, you're on the board of the senior center, and you are very supportive of the Life Enrichment Center, and we're very active in trying to present programs in those places and to caregivers groups. We've got a cancer support group that we tell these secrets. You tell them everywhere we go. There's a priority in number one, making people understand what they don't know that can
Right.
protect their assets. And then, of course, we would love to have them come to our office and do those things.
Speaking of giving away a lot of information, or even for a small price, I have a book coming out shortly. It'll be out in early February, okay? That's called Saving the Farm. We're going to have a book launch at Life Enrichment Center in Sheldon, okay?
That's a great place to have
It is going to be a great place, okay?
It's Susie.
And we're going to invite everyone out, okay? Yes, Susie has given us the green light to do that.
Okay.
Although we haven't set the date, my tentative date is February 11th, Thursday, February 11th. We'll talk about it more. You know, the book launch party. Come out, get a signed copy of Saving the Farm, Saving the Farm is a book on health, family, and wealth preservation. Okay? That's kind of the subtitle, all right? And it's not just about elder law topics, although you're going to get all the details about how to save your hard-earned money and property right there. Okay? Just enough to be dangerous, I think. If you need to implement the plan, you might want to give me a call. But it's going to give you a lot of topics that we can't cover just on a 30-minute radio show. It's going to also, though, Hayden, it has expert information in there from experts in their field, like assisted living, which is done by Brooke.
A couple of those.
You helped me set up some of those interviews.
Yes, and it took a little cajoling.
Exclusive interviews. Susie Kennedy on Life Enrichment Centers. And Cleveland County is a beacon. It's amazing. It's a jewel with the senior community and long-term care planning, in-home care. We've got Joe Seidel from Bayada in there, just doing, all through that chapter, running through that chapter, his advice, okay, and quotes from him and what to do here and there with in-home care, how to pick the right in-home care person and company. And same thing for assisted living and nursing home care. And if you are a senior, or if you have a senior in your life, you need this book, okay? You need this book so that you can know how to plan. And I've written it so that I boiled it down to about 150 pages. So it's not a, I know I pulled it out the other day at the meeting and it was very thick, okay? But that was the loose leaf typing there, okay? The book will be boiled down to about 150 pages. So it'll be really concentrated so that it's a coffee table or bedside book that you can read in a few sittings, right? Or one, if you got a little time. And it's also a reference book. Any question you have about anything we're talking about, or anything related, even senior dental care. Kendall Luce Craver, who we had on the show, it did an interview and helped me, write that chapter on senior dental care. Okay, so there's all kind of experts in their field in there, compiled into one place, and we'll have that launch party. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the future. Another place that you can get more information about saving your hard-earned money and property, about the Medicaid situations, planning ahead of time or planning in an emergency, is our website, where we have many interviews, many shows, many blogs we've written about that information.
There's a lot, and just doing these radio shows and the experience in the community.
What's our web address?
McElderlaw.com.
MCElderlaw.com. McElderlaw.com. That's correct.
Mick for McIntyre, Elder
Mick
Law.
for McIntyre, like McDonald's, except for McElderlaw.com, right? Okay. So, but yes, doing the radio show, we've learned a lot, haven't we?
Yes, and I've learned a lot about resources and what is actually available in Cleveland County and the organizations like Access that are working on the problems that have not been solved.
Sure.
One of them being dental care for seniors. They're trying to work on a more cost-effective way to provide dental care to those who are in pain and have some serious dental problems.
Right.
And so there's just a big advocacy, I would say much greater than in most cities for senior care. And I harken back to Susie Kennedy. She's the first person that I knew who really was a strong advocate for seniors, and I think, she deserves a lot of credit. A lot of this is built on her shoulders.
Very amazing person. There's no doubt about it.
And a fine lady.
Fine lady. Fine human being. And back to how to save your hard-earned money and property. Okay? If I want to plan ahead so that I make sure that my money's not spent down and that no liens attached to my house to take it away, because you can decide an intent to return home and keep your home while you're alive, okay? But then it can go through your probate estate and a Medicaid lien attached, and it's taken or sold to satisfy that lien.
So the whole time you're living there, even though you have access to the home and essentially...
You mean while you're in care? Because if Medicaid's paying for your care, you're not living in your home.
Well, true.
But you may say, I have the intent to return it. So...
But that lien can be taking away the value of the home?
I would say that the lien would apply if it goes through probate, and the home would be sold to satisfy that lien. You'll see some people go ahead and sell the house, okay?
And pay off the liens that they have.
Well, not pay off necessarily the lien, but go ahead and pay for care and use it to pay
Oh,
for care.
okay.
Okay? You'll see people do that as well. Okay? Instead of passing down the home to the family, right? Which could fund a child's college education.
Yeah, I can't imagine anybody wanting to do that.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine anyone knowing ahead of time that there are things that you could do to prevent it. That I think you described it one time less than a month in a nursing home or something like that. I mean, you're talking about
You're talking about
tremendous savings.
the cost
Yeah.
to do the legal thing.
Yeah, it's
It
not
just depends on what you're doing.
It's value.
It is, but it's definitely tons of value compared to the cost
Oh, yeah.
of not doing it. How would I plan ahead to protect my hard-earned money and property? Say if I wanted to plan ahead of time, because Medicare will pay for 20 days. Then the supplement for another 80. After that, out of pocket, or you have to go apply to Medicaid, right? And Medicaid's going to look back how many years?
5 for nursing home care and 3 for in-home care.
That sounds like a question. But that's the exact right
It
answer.
has
You're exactly
it
right.
has a little up on the end.
You're
So,
exactly
yeah.
right. 5 years for nursing home care?
Yeah.
3 years for assisted
Nursing
living
home
care? Yes, that's exactly right. 5 years for nursing home care, 3 years for assisted living care. That's the look back periods, okay? And they're looking back to see where your transfers are.
That's what I was.
Like if you got your house out of your name into your kid's name.
And they
Or
will
did a
find it.
protective deed like a life estate deed. Now, a Ladybird deed, luckily, is accepted in North Carolina, and that beats the 5-year look-back period. That's
Yeah.
a savior for a lot of
You
people.
can do that, the day before you apply for Medicaid?
You can, right now.
Yeah.
You don't know for how long, but right now. Okay? But if I wanted to be smart,
That's a good lobby, to protect that if they ever decide
it's
to.
a great lobby. It's a great lobby to implement it and to protect it. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. It's a great thing. It makes North Carolina a retirement-friendly state. We don't have to worry about losing your house.
Well, people from down south will come here for nothing. And they do look at those
You mean
things.
people from up north?
I mean,
Snowbirds?
I guess the Floridians is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They come up here in the summer and the northerners come
Oh,
down
yeah,
in the
okay.
winter and taxes and owning a home here and all the things like that are important. So
Sure.
they come here for more than one reason.
I have in my hands the secret to protecting and planning ahead, protecting your hard-earned money and your property. And what do I have here?
And you're going to open the jar and let us see what you
I'm rattling it around. What do I have here?
I'll give you a visual picture. It's a giant jar with a bright blue lid, and it has a spout, a blue spout on the front, and it has inside it monopoly money. We're going to pretend like it's cash, real cash.
Okay.
There are a couple of houses and a car. What else you got over there? Maybe a
I let the dog. I let the dog at home. I've got the Me Monopoly edition too. It has a cat in it.
okay. Well, the cat.
What?
We've got the cat taken care of.
What will protect your hard-earned money and property ahead of time if you plan ahead is a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. A jar with a cap on it at home, though, will not do just the trick. That's our visual representation of what it is, okay? Right? So and what I have is, and I use this with my clients when I'm talking to them about it in the office, and I'm going to put some money in it right now. I've got a whole wad of Monopoly money I'm going to put in there, okay? Thousands. And that's a way you can put a portion. Usually we'll do a half and half approach or a 2/3, 1/3 approach, where we'll put a portion of the money that you earn, your retirement, your savings, into that Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. And it still has a spout on it, Hayden. Why does it have a spout on the side?
Because you can set it up, and I'm not going to say this very well, so that money is doled out of this the way you and your attorney come to the conclusion is best.
So you set up a third-party trustee. It could be a child that you really trust, okay? Or pun intended, it's a trust and you have to trust. Or it could be instead of a child, it could be a company, okay? Companies are set up. A trust company is set up to do it as well. And once you set it up, they have a fiduciary duty to provide for your health and maintenance and welfare, okay? Make sure you stay in the same lifestyle, I think, okay? And income from your money will still come out of that spout directly to you. It can be a direct deposit to your bank account monthly if you need to to use it that way. But it starts the, you know what that is?
Clock ticking.
That's the clock ticking on the 5-year and 3-year look back periods. It starts that clock ticking so that after that passes, that time passes, everything in here is locked and protected from that Medicaid situation and that long-term care situation.
So you're locking it in there and it's protected after the date of that 5 years?
From the date you put anything into it. And you can keep putting money or things into it. You can put your house into it if you want to.
That's what I was going to ask.
And it would be immediately protected against the look back. What would be the advantage? Let me tell you, here's a big one. A Lady Bird deed versus a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. Versus, let's put them against each other.
Do they not work together?
Cage match.
Okay.
Medicaid deed, we're going to have a match against face-off between a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust.
I get to be the Lady Bird.
Okay, you're the Lady Bird deed. Okay, I'm the Medicaid Asset Protection Trust.
There we go.
What do you do?
I
As the Lady
protect
Bird
the
deed.
house immediately.
You protect your house immediately against the Medicaid spending, correct? Against the look-back period. That's the advantage, right?
I own it. It's mine, and it's.
I can't do that. You just punched me straight in the mouth. Okay? I have a black eye.
Strike one for me.
Okay? That was a combo. You just hit me straight in the mouth. And because I can't do that, I can't defend in that area.
Well, tell me what you can do
With a Medicaid Asset Protection.
Protection.
Well, what I can do, Hayden, as a Medicaid Asset Protection Trust, is I can start that clock ticking. But what I can do is I can take my house and put it in the Medicaid Asset Protection Trust and all the rest of my property if I own any other property. I can, once the look back period has passed, I can sell that house within that environment of the Medicaid Asset Protection Trust.
Meaning money would have to stay in the
It
value.
stays there.
Yeah.
So the money's still in there.
Okay.
Maybe I put it in the account from the proceeds from the
Which you
sale.
can't do with a Lady Bird deed. You can't sell it during
Well,
the
you
year.
just automatically realize a bunch of cash, don't you? Which if you were already on Medicaid,
I know.
would short circuit that and Medicaid would immediately stop paying. Okay? Or it would pop up and be a blip on the radar in a look back period if you needed help in the near future. So I can sell that house. What else could I do? I might be able to buy other property.
I don't know about that.
Within that
So
environment
you
and in
could
the trust.
actually- Yeah, you could actually.
I could
run
direct my,
your
let me
well-
be clear, I could direct my trustee to do that.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
think, I mean, I would never hit a lady, okay? But I think that I might win that fight. What do you think? But I can't do
It's not
the
looking
emergency.
good.
I can't do the emergency.
That's true. When you've got a crisis, and that's another show.
Yes.
That's a great show. We're going to do one of those soon, and it's probably one of the most important things that you can learn is when all of a sudden they're at your door, they're saying you have to go into nursing home, you can't provide for you anymore, you need to care there. That day, you need to understand what your options are.
You do.
Before it's too late.
We need to stand outside and we'll, like you do at the polls, right? Or something. And we'll educate the person coming in.
We're trying.
We're
We
trying.
do seminars. We're doing.
We work
12
closely. We love our nurse. This is not bashing nursing
No.
home bashing. We love our system.
And let me tell you, if it's been a
We
while
work
since you've
with
been
them
to
to
one of the
qualify
nursing
people for
homes,
it.
now
Medicaid.
I know Shelby because I live here, but nursing homes they're being bought up by conglomerates,
Right.
but they are, I mean, when my grandmother was in nursing home, I won't mention the name, but it was such a sorry place, and it was dismal, and
Right.
everyone hated going there, and
Right.
it didn't smell good. That place now is a show place.
Yeah.
It is lovely. I've been in there, and the attitude of the people changed when the decor was upgraded and they take more care with it. And
Sure.
So it's not a bad place to be, and you
Right.
have to be there. So we make that perfectly clear. We love those people.
We do love those people.
But we do seminars all over the place. We're doing 12. Thank you so much, Becky Putnam and the group at the Lincoln Senior Center up there. We're doing a seminar every month on the third Thursday there. We're doing 6 at the YMCA in Shelby. And we'll be doing others, around in various places. We're doing a cancer support group. And so
So
we're
we
trying
give
to
away.
educate.
This is where this is where I'm not smart, okay? This is where I give away tons of free advice at those educational events. Come to it. We'll talk about specific issues. I'll tell you exactly what to do. I don't hold back. If you need me, you need me. If you don't, you don't. And another place is that I was thinking about, and thank you for reminding me, besides the book and the other things we're scheduled, we're going to start giving a little higher end presentations on Medicaid Asset Protection Trust specifically, and on crisis Medicaid or Medicaid crisis planning. If you're in a situation where mom or dad is going to the nursing home, or husband and wife is going there or already there, and you see the money disappearing right now, and it's just breaking your heart and your bank account that's happening, call our office at 704-259-7040, and we will schedule you either a time to come in and meet with me or pre-qualify you for one of those seminars. And we're going to do that at a nice steakhouse in the area, something like that, at a Neat Fins or a Ruth Chris or somewhere like that. And we're going to put that on shortly.
This is for people who need the information right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
This is for people who need it right now.
And if you're in a crisis right now, if you are at a point where mom and dad are going to be placed in a nursing home, and all of a sudden the assets are going to be dwindling away, it's a good time to talk to mom and dad about that. And if like me, it's really, really important that I leave my home and some assets to my children. I want to give them a little bit of a nest egg to build on, and so I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen, that they do get that. I'm going to protect it.
We are going to have you so wrapped up in layers of protection, it's going to be unreal. Nothing can get at your assets, okay? All right. And you'll have the best healthcare options possible, okay? For the rest of your life.
Well, I'm learning a lot. And there's really everybody knows the expression knowledge is power.
Right.
When knowledge is free and you have a need and you don't know what to do about those needs, one of my favorite expressions is you don't know what you don't know. There are things out there.
I can't ever figure out when to stop. Because you don't know what you don't know, what you don't know, what you don't know. Just two?
You don't
Okay.
know. Here's what you don't know. And
Okay.
you don't know that you don't know it. So you don't know what you don't know.
What don't I know?
You, the general public, you know everything.
I know everything.
About protecting.
I'm a know-it-all.
But anyway, we will be offering these, and if before we do them, if you want to have a steak dinner, we'll try to get you fit into one of those right away. So we'll try to
If
accommodate
you
that.
qualify, which means you have to have an immediate need.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah.
You know, we're running out. I mean, we've hit our wall, we've hit our limit. I wanted to try to cram in too much as usual, and what I didn't get to tell you, which we could do a part 2. You mentioned that yesterday. We needed to do a 2-part show on this.
Yeah, I wanted to do
So
it
let's
back
follow
to
that
back.
up. We're doing it back to back. Next week, I'll be talking about emergency Medicaid crisis planning. It'll be a great teaser for those and lead in to those seminars we're giving this year as well for emergency Medicaid crisis planning. That's what we're doing. We're talking about that next time. Talked a lot about pre-planning with Lady Bird Deeds and Medicaid Asset Protection Trust today. Talking about emergency Medicaid crisis planning. If you've got a loved one in a nursing home or assisted living facility, tune in next week at 10 o'clock, right after Slop and Shop on KTC Broadcasting. And Hayden, what you got to wrap it up?
And we were at the office till 8 o'clock last night.
9 o'clock.
And you were there till
Yeah.
9. I came back.
Why were you there? I kept telling you to go home.
I had to get ready for the seminar, and I had to get ready for today.
You
And
got a seminar today?
no, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Saturday.
That's
We
right.
work Saturdays and Sundays and
Gosh,
evenings.
so
But
busy.
the point I was getting to was we can accommodate your schedule. We can accommodate your location. If grandma needs help, we can come to grandma. Greg and I, or Greg and one of the others, or if there's family around, maybe just Greg, but if it's just a lady, we'll bring one of us with him. But anyway, we can come to your home.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, we can come to your home, or we can meet you somewhere else, or come to our office. Greg says, just say yes. If someone can't come from 8 to 5:30, just say yes. So we say yes, and we'll accommodate it.
That's the strategy.
Yeah. We just want
Just
to
say
make sure
yes and we'll
everyone
figure out how
has
to
access
accommodate.
to
That's right.
information.
That's right.
And we've got some other seminars coming up in March. We'll be talking about those.
Yes, tune in next week.
But I'm dragging it out.
Emergency Medicaid asset planning, okay? Crisis planning.
Medicaid crisis planning.
Medicaid crisis planning. And thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I appreciate every single listener and appreciate you, Hayden. Thanks for beating me up today, okay?
You won.
I don't know. I don't think I did.
You won.
I think you won.
Our toll-free number, 704-259-7040.
I'm going to do it my best radio voice.
Yes.
That'll be 704-259-7040. Call McIntyre Elder Law. And mention the radio show in Big O Country, and you'll receive a free consultation.
Right.
Until next time, I'm Greg
And you can
McIntyre,
call Milton.
the Elder Law guy. Bye.
Yeah, I gotta get out. I'm sorry.
And we hope you've enjoyed the show for today. Join us again next Friday, right here on Big O Country.
Best show ever.
Oh, it's so bad.
Hey, dude. There was a lot of energy in that show, okay? And that's what it's all about. Asking. It's about wattage. In the radio game, it's about wattage, isn't it, Bill? It's the energy you're pushing out from the universe, man.
I was prepared to use $700 million Powerball.
Yeah.
And Mark Zuckerberg is not giving away money.
Check out my Cowboy boots. That's right. I'm a cowboy.
Thank you, Milton.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Hayden.
Thank you, everybody.
Until next time. See you next Friday. Bye.